They hate women. SB 132 is putting violent male rapists and murderers in the same prison cell as women. And these women who are in jails didn't consent to this. Neither did the communities that are now fostering these males who identify as women. There's a court proceeding in Madeira, I think it's Madeira, where a man who was serving his second decade in a male prison started identifying as a woman, got himself in a female prison, and has raped 2 women. There are 250 men in that prison and 500 waiting to get into that prison.
So sick. That's so sick.
They're putting condoms in prison because of the rapes. There's another prison.
This is horrifying. Wait, I'm really sorry. I didn't know about that. I mean, no, I did not know about the condom.
There's one in Southern California as well. It's a 1,000-unit women facility, and they're 10%. 10%.
This is what I'm talking about. We need to talk about this. Like, at a certain point, like the left or the liberals or the Democrats, whatever you want to call it, it's like you're cannibalizing your own, because we used to champion for prisoners' rights, and prisoners are, and people who are incarcerated, they still have rights. And for decades, we spent so much time and energy and money getting the facilities up to par, getting them their crunchy peanut butter, which is their smooth peanut. I mean, there were so many lawsuits about the living conditions in prisons throughout the state. So then we spent all this time, and now we're saying, and the whole argument was like, they're still people too. They made a mistake. They're still people too. They're entitled to basic human dignity. And now we have done a complete about face. And now we're saying
only to women.
They can get raped, that they don't deserve basic, and that it's always the same thing that I think that people need to be honest about. We're talking about delusional, narcissistic, put whatever label you want. And when you're talking about a transgender adult who is demanding this kind of access and rights, we're putting the demands of these people with mental health issues over women and children. It's insanity to me. How can they justify this?
But yes, there's the aspect of mental illness, but we have violent criminals and rapists identifying as women who are fully intact, going into female prisons. I mean, could you imagine trying to serve out your term and you're locked in a cell with a rapist?
No, how do you sleep? You can't sleep. You can't sleep.
You're going to get raped and you're going to die. No. I mean, this is absolute insanity, and all in the face of how Scott Weiner says is, these people need to be housed in, how they identify. That's just as like, boys and men competing in women and female sports. Right. We have women whose skulls are being crushed.